Is this the dawn of biocomputing or a biological nightmare? This week, something quietly revolutionary happened. A startup in Melbourne, Cortical Labs, launched the world's first commercial biocomputer that runs on live human brain cells. Yes, you heard that right. Human neurons, grown in a lab, now sit inside a sleek computer box, learning, thinking, and playing games like Pong. And I don't know whether to be amazed or honestly terrified. A brain in a box, literally. The device is called CL1, and it looks like a futuristic little tech box. But inside, a living neural network of around 800,000 brain cells floating in fluid, kept alive with gas exchange systems, pumps, and rigid temperature control. Oh, and here's the best part. These cells are not just passive, they're active processors. You can send them data, they learn, they respond. Cortical Labs built this on the basis of a few earlier experiments where these brain cells were trained to play Pong. It wasn't just a trick to show off. Researchers observed that the neurons were slowly adapting to their environment. They weren't just pre-programmed responses, they were showing the signs of learning. And now that experiment has grown into something more, something you can buy for $35,000, the inversion of Neuralink. Here's where things get even better. Neuralink, Elon Musk's company, wants to put chips into human brains. Cortical Labs thought of a different idea. What if we put a brain onto a chip instead? It's a simple inversion. Rather than improving humans with silicon, they're making silicon more human. It's like they wanted to make something unique, and one of them thought, oh, let's just get inspired from Neuralink, but in the opposite style. And they've made a term for it. Synthetic Biological Intelligence, SBI. I don't think people fully realize the results of it yet. This isn't just a new processor, it's a new form of machine. Energy efficiency or ethical time bomb. One of the things that blew my mind, CL1 is truly more energy efficient than modern AI systems. Think about that for a second. Your brain can run on a sandwich and a cup of coffee, while training large language models costs millions of kilowatt hours. So on paper, these biological processors cutting down power costs and emissions dramatically. But here's the problem. They're alive, which brings us to the question no one can answer yet. Are they aware? Are we creating something that feels? Studies are already showing that lab-grown brain organoids, mini brains made from stem cells, can produce brainwave patterns, just like those in premature babies. Some even respond to sound or light. Now we're integrating these organoids with softwares and letting them solve problems. At what point do we admit they may be conscious? Cortical Labs says it monitors for ethical thresholds. But what happens when a neural cluster starts acting more like a toddler? Do we shut it off? Give it a name? Give it more stimuli? What are people saying? Online, reactions are split right down the middle. On Reddit, one user wrote, "This is literally sci-fi horror. If that brain learns it's in a box, do we have to free it?" Another tech enthusiast said, "This could be the missing link between AGI and current machine learning. It's brilliant. We should fund this like the Apollo program." But others are more cautious. Neuroscientists warn that these systems may look exciting, but pose challenges in consciousness and consent monitoring. Meanwhile, someone on Hacker News just said it bluntly. Cool until your computer gets depressed. Personalized biocomputers. Your brain on cloud. Cortical Labs has the idea that future versions could use stem cells from your own blood. That means your biocomputer could be made from your own cells. Imagine an AI assistant that not only sounds like you, but thinks a bit like you, down to your emotions and reflexes. This feels a lot like the movie Upgrade, where the protagonist's consciousness is overlapped with AI technology, raising unsettling questions about the limits of human control. If we're merging real human brain cells with machines, are we even thinking about the consequences? As dystopian as it sounds, that's the level of technology we're heading toward. The machine will know you, because it is you, in a weird but literal way. So, is this AGI? Not yet, but this feels like a significant moment in the race for AGI. Current AI systems, like ChatGPT, can mimic intelligence by processing large data. but they aren't learning or changing over time, nor do they have consciousness. Biological computing can change that. These neurons aren't running on an algorithm. They are the algorithm, constantly changing, reshaping, and optimizing themselves without needing code, excitement, and existential dread. I'm excited, I'm in shock, and yes, I'm a little afraid. Because for the first time, we've put living tissue into a machine to actually create life. We've created something that is somewhere between software and soul. And I think this is just the beginning. The real question isn't whether we can do this, it's whether we should. But maybe it's already too late to ask.